Hi, it's Karen, the Weekend Craftaholic. Thanks for joining me for my second FlossTube, and thanks to everyone who watched my very first one at the end of July. Today I'm going to give you a run through of what I've done throughout the month of August, as well as some of my plans for September. But first of all, let's just recap on August. I did say there was a few projects I was working on, so let me show you some of those. But you saw my plan was to cross stitch Esme. Esme, the presenter of Great British Sewing Bee, fashion icon. It is a pattern that I got from a magazine way back when, I think in 2023. I decided I was going to kind of sew her this way and not doing, there's a Patrick's also in the pattern, but I've just sewn Esme, and I want to make it some kind of little stand, some kind of pin cushion stand, but we'll see. For now, she is looking really cute. As I mentioned last time, I decided not to go with the red colour scheme that she was originally on the pattern, so her dress is changed up a little bit, but everything else is pretty much the same. So she was a lot of fun to stitch. So that was my main new project of August, so very pleased with that, very cute. Okay, I've got a few regular items that I'm doing every month, so let me show you those. Links to everything will be down below, by the way. So this is a free pattern by Erica, and kind of show you here, but this is a sew along for Christmas, as you can see. So the August pattern was this little baby here. Take long to do. If you watched my first video, you'll know that I didn't sew enough boxes. I'd already pre-sewn all of these outer borders, and this particular border is a bit too small. So this pattern is amended slightly compared to the pattern. And I think for September I am going to redo this. I think it kind of really sticks out compared to the rest. It's just a bit too blocky, so I am going to unpick that, unfortunately, and redo that as well at some point. But so far I'm actually loving this one. You can get it done in a night. You don't need many colours, so it's a really great project for a beginner to use, I think. So this one is by Spruce Company. It's an Australian company. It was a free pattern, and let me stretch it out. So this is a temperature chart. And this, I'm obviously doing it Perth, Western Australia, that's where I'm located. You can see it's a very big one. You can see the colour change. Obviously it's summer for us in January, and we're just coming out of winter now, so a little bit cooler months for us. I'm just showing you here as well pictures of how it looked when I did the last update, and now you can see the progress that I've made. So you can see that I've finished off July, done more or less the whole of August, and I've also stitched my tops and bottoms of the bobbins ready for September. I was going to stitch out the black outline as well for these 3 remaining months, but I don't know if you can see or not, but it doesn't really give a good finish when you stitch over it. So I think I'm just going to draw that out with a friction pen and then sew the black outline afterwards at the end. But that's an easy one to do. You don't have to think too much, just got to check the colours. Again, I decided on my own colours based on different temperatures here. So yeah, if you see a pattern, you can always amend it. You don't have to follow exactly what they say. Do make it your own. I can't remember if I mentioned this or not in my last FlossTube video, but I did buy a couple of stitching patterns from a lady in the Ukraine, and these are of a girl stitch, and I'm just showing you here now on screen. Although I've not made much progress, when I say not made much progress, I've literally done these few stitches here. What I have done though is purchase most of the colours I need. I did purchase this additional holder as well, because I know it's going to be a big one for me. And you can see here that I've got quite a few of the colours already. So as I work through this, I'll purchase more colours as I need them. Just wait till Spotlight. I've got a sale on. Never purchase anything full price at Spotlight. But I'm all set to go with this one. So this will be an ongoing one. So each month as I do my FlossTube updates, you'll be able to see the progress of this one. And I think this one's going to be great in my craft room on the wall. And the last project I've been working on throughout August is this little freebie. This came in a magazine, and it's a little pretty rose pouch, and you can see I'm almost done. I've just got this butterfly really to do, and then some of the back stitching, and that'll be done. And this turned into like a sachet to fill with lavender or whatever, a little scented pouch. So that's going to be cute. Let me cover off what's new in my craft room. So I mentioned I bought one of these. This was pretty cheap from Amazon. As always, I'll put the links down below. But I also got from Spotlight these little dot frames, 20 cents. So they should have been $5 originally. They're actually aimed at diamond dots. For 20 cents for a red one, 20 cents for a black one. This is going to be perfect for Halloween, and I think this is perfect for Christmas. I was scouring the clearance bins hoping to find more of these, but unfortunately not. But you got to grab a bag in when you can, right? The other thing that I got while I was in Spotlight is this little needle sharpener. So this was 30% off, and it's just like a little chili, actually, a little chili plant. I don't know what it's got inside, maybe metal filings, but you just stick your needles in to help sharpen them. So I thought that was a good investment, because I am finding some of my needles are getting a little bit blunt, but they are my favourite needles, so I don't want to stop using them. I either find the needles are too thin and sharp or too kind of fat and dull, so this is going to be great to keep using my favourite needles and just sharpen them up as I need to. The other thing that I've done, I've made these little baby boards. Have you seen them? So I don't know if you've seen, I've been doing a lot of quilting in my craft room, and I took inspiration from those design boards that a lot of people make for quilting. This is an example of one. So a lot of people just use the batting on here, and you can stick your pieces on as you're designing your quilt block. And I did have some leftover pieces, some tiny leftover pieces. So I've created these for my cross stitch. And let me just show you one I've already been using. So this is a great way of just keeping my little clips at bay. I've been attaching a needle minder, so a great way to keep the needle, any loose bits of thread you're working on, and even the little cut-offs as well. There's a little space to put all your little trimmed pieces until you can find a bin and get rid of them at the end of your little sewing session. These are going to go into my little project bags for the ones I'm working on, and a great way of just using up some of this extra scrap. So all it is this foam board. I've got some little fabric around the outside, just hot glue gun that, and then a little bit of scrap batting as well. So that's going to attract the cotton and it's going to stick to it. So you can see here, for example, keeps it nice and tidy, and saves you having to wind it back on the bobbin or put it back into a holder if you know you're going to use that colour again for the rest of the project. So September, we're finally in September, first of spring for us in Australia, and I'm so excited to get the warmer weather. I've been able to get out of my sweaters and wear some t-shirts. So what have I got planned in September? I've got a few things planned. One of them is my Halloween project. I'm not going to share that with you until Halloween though. It's going to be a bit of a surprise. I will be sharing it every day on my Instagram and maybe weekly on my YouTube. I'm not sure yet, but that's a big project. So I'm going to be definitely working on that in September to give me a head start. I purchased some new Ada, because obviously it's cheaper to buy by the bolt, but I did want some different colours. So I'm going to try tea dyeing some of the Ada, so depending on how that goes, I might do a little video showing my success or fails with that. And what else do I want to do? I definitely want to finish off this little flower. I'm going to make a good start on my little girl stitching in the armchair, and I think that's enough to keep me busy, because with my stitch alongs and there being one of these out middle of September, and then keeping on top of this so I don't get too far behind, that's going to keep me busy, I think, for the month of September. So I hope you enjoyed that little FlossTube update. Thank you for joining me on my little cross stitch journey. I do appreciate you watching and following along. I love sharing my creations with like-minded individuals that appreciate the effort that goes into these projects. So I hope you also have a great crafty weekend. Thanks for watching.